shoot. Hey everybody, for those who are coming back on. Hi guys. Hey everyone, thank you for coming back on. We had a little issue, but we're fixing it right now. Erica's gonna be on in about a few seconds now. So for those that are coming back on, thank you so much. Thank you for getting back on tonight with us. So we're gonna go ahead and do this interview. My dear friend had Bible study, prayer, and a lot going on. Mike the Mayor, I see you, sir. I see you. Thank you, y'all. Y'all are getting back on tonight. Thank you. All right, I'm not going to ramble for 50 minutes this time. So we're going to, I believe Erica's on her way back on. I just spoke to her right now. So she said to apologize to everybody and she agreed to jump back on. No, John, it was at 6, but unfortunately things did not go quite as planned tonight. So Erica's going to jump on now. So if you guys are just tuning in, Erica's going to jump on in just a moment. I've just spoken to her and we're going to do this interview the way that it was intended. Nobody tuned in to hear me ramble. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Alrighty. I see y'all coming in. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. Should I leave the ramble on my page or should I take it down? After I actually do this interview with EC. Y'all think I should leave the ramble up? Tell me what you think. Let me know. Leave it? Really? Keep the ramble? Really? Y'all want to hear me talk for 50 minutes? I don't want to hear me talk for 50 minutes. Mike the Mayor. Mike, I can't wait to hear the testimony and the results of the prayer that we prayed the other day, bro. Rooting for you, man. Definitely rooting for you, sir. Really? All right, I'll leave it up. We said what we said. That's so funny. I think EC's on her way in, everybody. I think the one, the only Queen, Erica Campbell, is on her way in. Shoot. Erica, if you can hear me, it looks like somebody requested at the same time as you for some reason. So I can't seem to get to yours. What is wrong with this night? Erica, somebody don't want us to talk tonight. We talking tonight. Let's see here. Come on, outfit. Got you. Erica, if you can hear me, log off and log back on. There you go. Send a request again, E. Somebody requested at the same exact time as you. And for some reason, like, it's putting that person's ahead of yours. And I can't seem to get to yours now. Thanks, y'all, for coming back on. I appreciate y'all. Erica will explain what happened when she gets on. You did? Okay, let me see if I can find it. For some reason, it won't let it. It keeps pulling the other person's, E. What is going on tonight? There we go.
Hello.
Hi, friend.
You didn't tell me you was gonna be this dapper and this.
Friend, I gotta rep. You know what I mean? I got a whole brand to protect. I gotta look like something on my own show.
I, say it again.
I mean, I gotta like something on my own show, friend.
I love it. I love it. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm better now. Now that you're here.
Shall we? It's been.
It's all good. It's all good. For those that don't know, the incredible Erica Campbell has a strong, solid 17 jobs. And sometimes the wires get crossed.
Oh man.
You know, it is what it is, but she definitely, Erica, thank you so much for your integrity. And thank you for when you call saying, yo, we can jump on right now. And I appreciate you for coming back on and like, you know, keeping your word with me and stuff like that. It means a lot, actually.
Absolutely. Awesome. So I had to cook dinner. Bible studies at 5. Warren was doing Bible study. I was cooking dinner and prayer starts at 6:15. I was supposed to be on with you at 6, but I had my hands in salmon and I was cooking cornbread. And so like, kids, come downstairs. And my daughter has my phone. And so she doesn't tell me the calls until after she's finished whatever she's doing. That's Zaya. We're praying for Zaya.
Right.
And so, yeah. So after prayer, one was like, oh, you prayed for good, so good. Your phone's been going off. And I was like, Jason. So
like, friend, hey.
I'm here. I'm all yours.
I appreciate that. And it's all good. I promise you. The people have come back on and the people are here. Like, they want to hear what you got to say. So we're going to jump into it. As you know, this is Real Moments with Jason McGee.
Yes.
And it is a private look into public lives. And so we're going to, like, we all are here because we know how amazing you are as an artist. So we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. But then we're also going to jump into who you are as a person. And I think, you know, and that's what makes it a real moment. So you can be as candid and as real as you so choose and you so desire. Yes. You be as candid.
I don't know if they're ready.
Hey, they better get ready. You know what I mean? Because the way these questions are set up,
Okay, I mean, listen, I'm not scared. What?
Let's go. Everybody's scared of you. Erica, do you I'll start easy. No,
Okay.
Do you remember by any chance? Do you remember how we met?
I want to say it was at the City of Refuge.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe
At a concert or something at City of Refuge. That's what I'm thinking.
the funny thing
When you
is,
had the hair.
why I got to do this though? Like,
Because remember, it was a thing. It was.
Yes, when I had the hair, and you know, I just turned 41 last week, so that hair is gone.
Listen.
It's a
We
wrap.
are no judgment zone. What do you remember about our meeting? You may remember
Okay, so
something
I
don't.
don't actually, what's crazy is I usually remember the exact moment I meet people, right? I don't remember the exact moment where I was like, hi, I'm Jason. I was thinking it might have been at Faithful Central, like when I think my church had to go over there and y'all were there. But that might not be it. It might be at the City of Refuge.
It might have been at Nissan's church at a concert. I'm not sure.
It could have been there too. Because for a while we were kind of like running
in the
into
same
each
places.
other. Yeah.
And it was like a cordial like hi, but we had never formally met.
Exactly.
And I would see you on stage because I remember when you did the Verizon Wireless, I was happy like I was your best friend.
Right.
And I think my mom's choir was in the competition as well, but I was so happy for you guys. I remember that. And I remember jamming to Not About Us, and then, you know, years later, here we are.
And what's funny is the first time I met you, you said, it's not about us.
I literally played that, I think, last week on the radio.
Really?
Yeah, we still play it.
Man. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's my friend, y'all. Y'all, let me tell y'all something real quick. And I'm gonna go into like how I remember you, by the way. I've told this story to you 1,000 times, but I've not told it on this forum, so I have to. But really quickly before I go into it, y'all know Erica because of her amazing work with Mary, and then her as a solo artist, a radio host, and an author, and all those things. But let me tell you, with all the jobs and all the stardom and the fame, and we don't like to use that word in the church, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
With all that stuff that she's been able to do and to garner, she has always, always taken out a moment to do what she's doing right now, which is show love to me and to anybody else that's been up and coming. And when Erica, when you first saw that I was doing something like in the industry and that was kind of like coming up, every time you saw me, you were like, you killing it, you nailed it. Oh, you dressed tonight. You always made sure that you had a kind word, an encouraging word. You always said something to me that like made things better. And
Aww.
I don't know if you knew then like what that type of validation from an Erica Campbell means, but it means a lot. It
Wow.
really does. And even to this day, you know, I get the opportunity and the honor of calling you my label mates.
Yes.
And my label boss, but you know, my label mate. But and you know, even to date, when a song comes out or when a song is about to come out, or if you hear a song through Warren, you don't text. You pick up the phone.
Yeah.
And you say, hey friend, I just want to tell you that song is fire, it's crazy, gotta go. But I'm like, that's my friend, y'all. Thank you, Erica.
Oh, transparent moment. I didn't always get that growing up. And I always said to myself, if I ever get to a place where I actually accomplish something, I never want to make people who, you know, may respect me feel like I don't care or what they're doing doesn't matter. I remember going to the Bobby Jones Gospel. That's when everybody would go to Bobby Jones Gospel. And I remember sitting next to a gospel female artist who I adored. And I sat next to her and I was telling her how much I loved her music. And she did just like this. Okay. And I was like, wow. I remember going to the Stellars the first year. Me and Tina were excited. We weren't nominated for anything. I think Shackles hadn't really come out. It was just Dance, 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 which was on a soundtrack, Dr. Dolittle soundtrack. That was the first thing. And I went, and we were so excited. And I was backstage, and BB1 is whispered in my ear, everybody's not happy for you. And I was trying to figure out why some people would give this kind of fakey, shaky, like, oh, I like your little song. Are y'all gospel for it? Like, like it would come constantly. And I was like, I never want to make people feel like that. I'm not going to be here forever. Whatever place God has placed me in, somebody will come after me. I want to be kind to that person. I want to sow love. I want to give encouragement if I can. So I go out of my way to make sure people never feel what I felt. Mind you, that same lady that did that to me years later, now she goes, ooh, I need me some Mary. I need y'all to write on my record. I go, I don't know if she knows. She didn't know who I was. I wasn't anybody. So, you know, that's the thing. Like, you can't just be nice to people who you deem as somebody.
Worthy.
And sometimes, now, I'm not judging her because she had no reason to know me. I wasn't, you know.
Right.
So I get it. You know, if somebody of stature, of success comes in, you're going to act differently. That's okay. But don't treat the other people bad. Don't treat them bad.
Right.
You know, and that's what I try not to do. If I'm getting in the car and the promoter is there, I'm not going to treat them bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The driver, the person that opened the door, I'm not going to treat them bad. I'm just not. Because I know what that feels like. You know what I mean? I was a background singer first. I was a songwriter first. I was a choir member first.
Yes.
So I remember coming to a choir rehearsal and sitting all day. And you waiting on the artist to get there, and they come here, and all of a sudden, all the bells and whistles. I'd be like, I'm not doing that to people. So.
And you don't. You know, we've gotten the opportunity, the choir and I, we've gotten the opportunity to work with you a couple times. And I remember, like, when we did the Stellars, when we opened the Stellars with you a few years ago, you were hanging out with us backstage, and my choir members were like, yo, she's cool. I'm like the coolest, like, seriously. Like, and people don't realize, people think you turn on the smile for the stage, right? But they don't realize, like, this is really actually who you are. You know,
I love Lena in the comments giving you an amen on everything. Thank you, Lena.
I gave Lena some love earlier about some of her music that's coming out. Lena Bird Miles, you know, that's the homie. Erica,
listen, my block got some different stuff coming this year. I ain't even playing with you.
Come on. I alluded to it in my 50-minute ramble session, but
so, I'm sorry.
Just a little bit, just a little, like.
I'm here now.
You here now? Old things are passed away.
Oh God.
What's funny is I remember when I first saw you, it was you were it was a Shaking the House VHS. I've told you this before. It was Shaking the House. My brother and I used to watch the Shaking the House VHS tape.
Yes, I
And
know.
the camera hit this girl in a red dress with white polka dots. I think you had a French roll, if I'm not mistaken.
French roll. And pearls.
A chignon.
Chignon.
I remember we were like, yo, my brother said, yo, she fine. I was like, I don't know who is that. And then we used to come to LA every Memorial Day. We came to LA and we would go to the Midnight Musical in New Jerusalem when midnight musicals were popping. And I remember you and Tina sang with somebody one year and y'all killed. And we were like, yo, who? I said, that's that girl from Shaking the House. I know exactly who that is. I was like, wow. Yo, I know this girl. And then, of course, I would see you at Praise Connection and all the stuff. And all the
LA circuit.
The LA circuit. The LA circuit. Because you're a unicorn. You're actually from LA. And you know what I mean? Like, you're one of the few. Born and raised. Hometown. And so, like, you know, and then fast forward, you know, now we just homies. I mean, it's what it is. EC. And then, so most people don't know this, but you were, I don't know if you were born into this church, but you were definitely a longtime member of your uncle's church, Evangelistic Church of God in Christ.
Yes, indeed.
Which I saw you on a Sunday.
Yes.
Singing soprano. You still got it?
Oh, yeah.
Singing. Oh, and that was actually the Sunday that you and Tina announced to the church that you all were about to release music with Warren Campbell.
Wow.
That was that. And I remember that they gave you guys a mic and y'all talked about this group and you gave the history behind Mary Mary. And I was visiting looking for a church home and I was there that Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. That is so amazing. That's strange. The thing that I love about that season is my church, we didn't have service on Wednesday nights. Wednesday night became Mary Mary prayer meeting night. They will pray for our success. They will pray that God protect us. They will pray that our anointing remains strong, that we stay faithful to God, that we not be sifted as wheat. They literally had a prayer meeting just for us on Wednesday nights. It was the most beautiful thing that I ever experienced. And I believe that all that God did through Mary Mary was launched from those prayer meetings. I mean, and they would be travailing, going hard. Yeah,
which they did. Your church definitely believed in that. I remember that. I was like, this church go in. Like they go in like they go in on purpose. And you alluded to this earlier. You know, we know Mary Mary was like completely revolutionizing the gospel sound when you all came out. Y'all were groundbreaking. But you also mentioned that people were asking you, are y'all really gospel, right? Yeah. You know, how was that experience of being that groundbreaking and that literally altering the way that we hear gospel music, especially from female singers? Yeah. You know, male singers, I feel like we're given a little bit of allowance to do these types of things. But female singers were kind of like, if you were sisters, you had to be the Clarks. You had to be the Pace sisters. You had to be a certain way. You all came in and said, no, we're going to be this way instead. How was that experience for you, Erica?
It was interesting because I intentionally wanted to reach the world. Right. And so I remember getting signed. We flew to New York and we met with two companies. It was Bad Boy and it was Columbia. And we met with Bad Boy and we knew that wasn't it. And we went to Columbia and we met him and it felt like the right fit. And I remember hearing that Mahalia Jackson had been signed to Columbia and so was Tremaine Hawkins. And I was like, gospel people been here before. I think this is the place. But when they asked us, what did we see our sound being like? We said somewhere between Brandy and Lauryn Hill and the Clark sisters. And so they kind of
range much?
And they said, so who is your audience? And we said, the world. And they was like, no, like just the church or Black people or women. Or I said, I want to sing for the entire world. And Columbia Records sent us to the entire world. I remember one of our first hip hop concerts. It was an event that used to happen called Billboard Live. It was down in Miami. And the lineup was Snoop Dogg, The Roots, Little Kim, and Mary Mary. And it was always like that.
It was
from the start. It was always like that. I remember being in Germany and it was U2 and Mary Mary. You know, it would be that all the time. It would be Craig David, who used to be this big European artist.
Yes, we know who that is.
Yeah, so it was
Yeah.
always that, and God just, he happened to open doors. I'm gonna tell you this to be honest. I knew that there was ridicule, but I was so busy enjoying all that God was doing. It was like, who don't like it? Okay. Oh, they do? Okay, we're going over there. It was so.
We'll go over with them. Exactly.
I've been blessed with the ability to, deep within my soul, to genuinely, honestly, not give two hot craps about those who don't like me.
I thought something profound was going to follow that.
Deep within my soul.
Deep.
I'm not losing no sleep over you.
Not a day.
I'm not responding to you. I'm not writing no email to you. I'm not talking to my team about you. I don't think about you. I focus on who God has assigned me to.
Because then you give them a platform.
Don't nobody know him. Nobody Jones from Nowhere USA. They ain't got no pictures, no followers, no comments, no posts. But you
got most to say. Got the most to say.
You are motivated by Satan. You are literally motivated by Satan trying to distract me. I'm not giving you no energy and no attention. Why?
Nope.
It gets me so infuriated when I see my lovely gospel friends spending all their time responding because two people didn't like your post. That comes with the territory. Somebody not liking you literally comes with the territory. My first comment, I know you've heard me tell this before.
It's all right. Come on.
One of the first comments, when A Little More Jesus came out on iTunes, I put the song out. I'm super excited. The song comes out. I go to iTunes. I look at the reviews. Oh, no, honey, you don't need a little more Jesus. You need a little more Tina. Because you're not the singer, you're just the pretty one.
Oof.
It stung for a minute.
Oof.
And then I went on to sell 500,000 records, and then I went on to sell a Grammy. So I'm not, why am I still talking about it?
So, and chances are, 100% of the chances are, we don't even know who said it.
Because the enemy wanted to use it to stop me. And that's what we have to realize with our clapbacks and our responses and all that. The enemy is using that to distract you. The moment he really starts talking loud, God is trying to do something and he doesn't want you to see it. The moment your flesh start going crazy, God is trying to do something to you and he needs you to be surrendered. And we so into our flesh and how we feel and what they say. So we can't get to the next place that God has for us. And what I've learned is those things are distractions. My husband says all the time, elephants don't swat at flies. Join the ride. The elephant has many flies on its back.
Always.
Enjoy the ride. Yeah. I'm not paying attention to you. Enjoy the show. Come along. Follow me. Make a comment. You're the reason I have 300,000 views on thing because you chose to be there. God bless you. Am I going to stoop to your level and be negative? No. I'm too grateful. I'm too happy. I'm too focused. I'm working too hard to stop and go, oh, who don't like me? Oh, did I see my vocal coach on here? Oh, God, I'm nervous. Am I talking too heavy? Hi, Rob.
You caught that fast?
I did. I saw it scroll.
You so do this. Hi, do Rob. This.
I do. For a living, I do.
You literally, like, you do this. Like, so.
Yeah, I'm watching you and talking to you, but I also see the comments.
I'm not that good yet. I must admit. Like if I'm talking to you, I'll be like, I can't. If I look down, I'll be like, yeah. So I can't. Like I'm not there yet. I'm getting there.
No, you have to let your eyes float down, but you keep the smile. You look at the camera a little bit, so they can't really tell that you're reading the comments.
You saw all your secrets. I'm gonna tell you one of the things you said you wanted your music to go to the world, right? Yes. Well, there's a little funny story about what happened when I was 21 years old. I decided to go to South Beach, Miami for my 21st birthday. And it was the first, and this is going to sound corny, but it's true. It's the first time I ever took a drink, right? I was 21. And so I went into it with my friends. Like, let's go to a club. I was like, okay. I went to a club. I got like some little like peach somebody, and the bartender was like, I was like, yeah, man. So I have it, right? And I'm dancing, and I'm getting it in. I'm like, this is great. They played Shackles. I said, well, it's time for me to go. What I'm not going to do is that.
I'm not drinking and listen to them saying, I just want to praise. You're not doing that.
No. I said, I will not. And I haven't met you yet. And I was like, I will not be dancing to this song. But yeah.
A similar story. The first time I was in the club, I was in the plays. And, they were very interesting. It was a gospel play, but not a gospel play. And so they went to a club after. and I was there, and they put Stump on. When I say the dance floor cleared, I said, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Like, you can play me in a club, but I'm not dropping it like I was going to drop it, not with Kirk singing.
I'm not. I may two-step. I'll two-step
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah,
I will
I've
two-step on you.
heard Shackles has been played in some interesting places. I've heard that there's some Mary Mary cross dressers. I don't know how that works, but I've heard lots of things.
Lillian Lloyd from Ricky Dillard's choir, she posts hers. Like when they do drag shows, they always do her. They do One More Chance, and they actually always there's one that always does her. She loves it. She goes in for it. She posts it all the time. I said, oh, okay.
I'm not posting it.
So moving on. Erica, what's your favorite Mary Mary song, or do you have one? I know what mine is.
One of my favorites is if you tell me to go, I'm gonna tell you I will, 'cause I love you that much. Ooh, that's my jam.
Why you stop?
Oh, I don't know, 'cause we're here to talk, not sing.
One more hook.
If you tell me to stay and be still, I will, 'cause I love you that much. It doesn't matter, whatever, whenever, I will, 'cause I love you that much.
Who is so good? It's so y'all didn't even tell us she was gonna have to sing tonight, but trust me, it was in my notes. Make Erica sing. So
Lord. They say 1 minute and walking and.
So my favorite is "I Worship You."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know it wasn't like the focus song. It wasn't all that, but I'm gonna tell you, I was working with this church years ago, and they used to do this thing around Christmas time, and they would always have their dance ministry do something, and their dance ministry decided to use that song.
Yeah.
And I was listening. I was like, oh, this is great. All of a sudden, I couldn't hardly see the stage because it was a lot of tears in my eyes, and I was like, "I worship you." I said, "Yeah, huh? I worship you." I was like, "Stop!" Stop,
and you know, we actually did a video. It was supposed to be a single, and that's not what people want from Mary Mary. They wanted us to dance them. The only slow song that people ever really embraced like that was Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
With the world's longest note at the end.
Yesterday. I was talking to Krista about that today, about holding long notes and what they do, and how even though you can run, your whole performance cannot be a run. To do run. You're gonna have to slow down.
To do run.
To do run. To do run. To do run. That's how we describe all singers now. That's all they want to do is run.
Be like, please, for the love of God, use tone. Just give us a note. Like, we just want to hear one. Erica, like, how was the obviously Mary Mary dominated for so long, and chances are if y'all release something else right now, I would feel sorry for anything entering the industry at the same time as you. But how was that transition? Obviously, you decided to go solo. You know what I mean? And of course, you just shared a little bit about what happens with, you know, the comments of she needed a little more Tina and this, that, and the other. But outside of how people were going to perceive it, how was that for you? Because essentially, you know, Mary Mary was a group to all of us, right? Like, we got to just enjoy this thing. That's your sister.
Yeah. It was very hard. It was very, very hard. It was very, very hard. People said all kinds of things, just like this person on here who said Erica Campbell has lost her anointing. There's just always people who have their feelings, people who love Mary Mary more. I would go to do interviews and they would go, yeah, a little more Jesus. Yeah. When is Mary Mary coming? And they would be doing it, you know, because they really love Mary Mary, but it hurt, right? And so I just had to keep going. I knew that when Tina said she wanted to chill, I wasn't called to chill time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it was challenging because I don't want anybody to be hurt. And so I felt like I was leaving Tina. So I kept trying to do both. I was trying to do Mary Mary, Erica Campbell, do the TV show. We had started the church. I got a husband and 3 kids. I was so tired. My voice was so burnt. That season of my life, I really didn't sound great. I hadn't yet found my vocal coach who was really revitalized what my voice sounds like and what I've been able to do. I feel like my voice is getting back to what it was. But that time was really, really tough. I had a team who was with me, but kind of not. Right. Like 2 weeks before the song came out, I lost a marketing person, a publicist, a radio person, and a manager. 4 people quit. 4 people quit. I can't do it no more.
Do they not believe it? Is that what it is?
There was a member of the team there was some members of the team that didn't really work well together, and I ended up, having to deal with their decision. But enter Misty, who was my angel and
Oh,
just the kindest,
everything.
sweetest. She's everything. And we didn't miss a beat. Came out. The album stayed #1 for 13 weeks. I mean, you guys know it. Won a Grammy and 8 Stellars and Image Award and, all kinds of things. God was really, really faithful and really kind to me. But I worked like a dog. I went from making a very nice amount as Mary Mary to making like $1,500, flying myself, flying coach,
Yep.
staying in not the hotels I was used to, because they were like, we don't know you as Erica Campbell. So I was like, I'll put in the work because I want to earn this.
Yep.
Don't give me anything for free. I'll earn it. So when people would say, well, it's not Mary Mary, we don't know her by herself, they would say, just give her a chance. And I would go and leave my whole soul on the stage. And then there would be technical things like, well, we got to take Little More Jesus out of rotation because people are doing more worship songs. So then I would go to events and I'd be thinking, okay, well then I can sing and go home and leave because y'all gonna be doing something else. I would be last all the time.
Of course.
I was like, what? But you're not even playing the song. The song that you took out of rotation because you said ain't good. You want me to close the show with.
You know how that is though, Erica.
And I was just as kind. And I said hello to everybody. And I stayed there. And I stayed on the front row so I could clap for everybody else while I was there. I didn't stay in the green room. I wasn't pissed with an attitude. I was intentional about being kind. I was intentional about being there and being present and being grateful for everything God allowed me to do. I didn't know what the solo career was going to do. I just know I had to keep singing. And I wanted to. Right. I had to keep singing.
Who you are.
Yeah.
It's who you are.
Yeah.
Just like it really just is who you are. And what's funny is what you don't know is when there was a manager years ago that I was in talks with. This is actually before I actually signed to My Block. And we were trying to figure out what to do or whatever. And she said, you need to take the Erica Campbell approach. I said, what does that mean? She said, no matter what success you've had before now, it doesn't matter. You have to start from zero when you're stepping out by yourself. She said Erica Campbell was Mary Mary and all this other kind of stuff. She said, and Erica would go to the little podunk church down the street as Erica. And it did not matter what came before this moment, that she understood that Erica needed to do this for Erica. And so you've actually, Warren and I have had a few conversations about work ethic and all this other kind of stuff. And I always liken my work ethic to yours. Yeah. And I'm like, wow. I said, Warren, you're never going to hear me say I'm tired. You're never going to hear me say I need less. No, I need more. Keep them coming. Let's go. Let's do this.
I don't want to be a bad example. We should rest. We
no.
Take time. But I know when I get in work mode, I'm in work mode.
Me too. Yep.
I know what I came to do. I know how hard it is. I know how much money's been invested. I know I need to shake hands. I need to see people. I need to engage so they feel my heart. They already have a preconceived notion. You cute, you from Mary Mary, you already achieved this. You probably think. So my actions need to disarm what you assume I would be.
Immediately.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I know once you've won someone's heart, you have them forever. People that I've been blessed to encounter, like Kirk and Donnie and Yolanda, that have been super kind to me, they got my heart forever. You ain't nothing you can do about it. The Clark sisters, the Winans,
forever.
Because they extended a kindness to me that I never experienced. Those moments you don't forget when you meet your idols and your legends and stuff like that. And so even though I know them now and we're friends, I still remember singing an evangelistic mass choir and us opening for the Winans. And of course, my church was like, sing for Marvin, sing for Marvin. So I sang some song and he turned around and he said, you can really sing. I'll never forget that. It meant everything for me. It was before I recorded anything. So those moments when you're starting out and you're kind and you're faithful and you extend that to other people, God's going to bless it.
How do you feel about being that for other people now?
It's an honor. It's amazing.
Because you're that for me.
Oh.
You were that for me. Thank you.
Oh.
You were.
It's an honor. Like everybody, you want to be seen. You want to be valued. You want to be heard. You want to feel like what you do matters.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really easy to have masses of people pay attention to you, but you don't ever get to meet them. So the fact that people follow you on social media and comment, not just on me, but on my kids, and you know what I mean? Even when I have my bad days, if I post myself crying, I probably get more likes and comments those days than when
Yeah.
I'm showing a fancy picture in a cute dress. And
Uh-huh.
so it all feels like love to me. I love what I do. I love and adore and appreciate everybody that has ever celebrated my ministry. I really, really do.
And you've actually, outside of singing, we now know you for Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell.
I mean,
And
in a few hours.
I was just about to say, you gonna be logging on in about. I was in Atlanta a couple weeks ago for Easter, and I got to hear the show.
Oh wow!
I felt I got up. My flight landed at 7 a.m. in Atlanta, and in the car you were playing, and I was like, "What, friend? You
should have called."
Like, friend, you're on. I got so excited, like so excited.
That's
and
so
what's funny
cool.
is I walked in. Shout out to Dwight Stone. I walked in to do something at the station a couple years ago. We were on that radio tour, Getting Ready for Promises, and I walked in. I saw your picture there, Erica. You thought I saw Santa Claus. I was like, friend, hey friend, hi. Let me tell you something. Only a few people can break a brother down sometimes with like stupid stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
I'll be in a suit, feeling myself, but all of a sudden I'll see like you, I'll see Kirk, and me and Kirk are really cool.
Yeah.
And I'll see some of y'all, and I'll be like, hi, and I'm all of a sudden the little kid from Bakersfield who had a dream. You know what I mean? And
wow.
you go back to that moment.
Those are the things. Remembering sitting at the Faith Dome in LA with Yolanda and an audience with a tape recorder that I had in my pocket, just looking like, I want to do this one day. Going to the GMWA, seeing Kirk Franklin pass through, getting his autograph.
Yes.
You know, back when he had his Gap. I mean.
And his thing, and this thing.
And his little, yeah. You know, remembering them being kind to me. I just want to be that to somebody else. Shout out to Dave, who's been with Tina's.
You're muted.
Tina and I, since Mary. I love you, Dave. Dave, we got 2 Mary concerts and 2 Erica Campbell concerts. We back, baby. We back.
Oh, come on, somebody. Come on, like you never left.
Like you never left.
Like you never left. So how is doing the radio show, and does it compare to the stage?
It doesn't compare to the stage, but it's different. It's different, and it's very fulfilling to encourage and uplift people, to get to talk to people. I interviewed Bishop Jakes today. You know, I've interviewed some of the best from Michelle and Barack. Just been blessed to do some amazing things. So I love being able to talk passionately. Today we were talking about Dante Wright. I was able to talk to an officer about what to do if you get pulled over. So I get to tap into another side of myself. Being passionate about just our world and how things are, being able to speak to that. It's really, really great. And absolutely giving a shot to artists who might not necessarily get a chance. So I have a segment called Introducing. And even if you're not with a major label and not on the charts, you can get on Introducing, especially if I think you're dope. Now, if you're not dope, you might not get on. But if you're awesome.
It's the same way you wouldn't get on at a Midnight Musical. You'd have to write a little note and says, can we call up this person?
Right.
Put them in request notes.
So-and-so is here.
She got a new song. Call her up.
Right.
Now, also in addition to music, first lady, wife,
yes,
mother,
yes,
solo and group,
yes.
You're also an author, More Than Pretty.
Please
tell us about this book. I know you did if I'm not mistaken, you did your book signing at the Grove.
I did.
Which of course is near and dear to my heart.
Right. I was trying to keep up with you because you did a concert at the Grove.
God is good. We had a little measly 2-year residency. That's all. Just a little 2-year residency. Nothing crazy here.
That's it in LA.
I mean, come on.
I love it. I love it. The book, More Than Pretty, doing the soul work that uncovers your true beauty. I think the things that I've learned about myself during this process of being a solo artist and the radio show and the book and all that has taught me a lot about the resiliency of Erica, things that I thought would make me crumble, times I've had to work through pain. I've learned a lot. I'm losing friends, gaining friends. You know, it's been crazy, but I've learned a lot, and I'm so grateful to God for all of it. But that book was, I mean, it's still available. You guys can still pick it up. More Than Pretty, everywhere books are sold.
Come on.
And there's the audio book, but if you don't want to read it, you can listen to it. Tina's Good Harmony, thank you for asking. I'm actually going to be with her tomorrow. We have to do something together to pay tribute to the Clark sisters, so we're doing some interviews and stuff. Y'all know I'm going to force my camera in her face. She hates when I do that, but I don't care.
She's going to give us a nice little on the spot song, I'm sure.
I hope. We pray.
I hope. Did you want to give a quick, for those that don't know, Erica is also a First Lady of the California Worship Center. And which means, of course, Erica is a minister and or a preacher in her own right. Shout out to the pastor, which is the label owner that I'm signed to. The one, the only Mr. Warren Campbell.
Baby Dove.
Baby Dub.
Yes. We love him.
You love him a little differently than the rest of us, but
I do.
That's my dude. I met Warren. What's funny is the first time Warren and I ever had a conversation about working together, this is going to sound crazy, was on the treadmill at LA Fitness on La Cienega.
Really?
Yes. I would see Warren there periodically. Like, I think he was with a trainer at that time. But then one time I went in there and Warren was on the treadmill and we started like walking on the treadmill together and we were just talking about the gospel scene. And he was like, well, what do you want to do? Well, like, I said, well, I'm a choir kid. And he's like, well, is there a market for it? I was like, I don't know if there is, but I'm a choir kid. So like, that's what goes on in my car. And we talked about, he was like, well, maybe I'll get you on, no joke. He was like, well, maybe I'll get you on, the girls' song, one of their songs, and da-da-da-da-da. There was no talk about now being signed to him and releasing music with this man.
Wow.
Full circle.
Wow. Full circle
moment.
Full circle moment. Right?
It's funny, like,
kind.
You said what?
The Lord's been kind.
Hiya.
Are you seeing all these comments? They're commenting you saying you're a great host. I think you're a great host too. This is good.
Are they really saying that? Hey, thanks everyone. I'm trying not to read them because we knew you would get a lot of people on tonight. So they're going really fast and I'm like, this is wonderful. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. And it's easy to host when you're talking to one of your friends. And so like it kind of just flows out, Erica, we know you've been pretty open and honest about a lot of the things that go on in your journey, meaning, health and fitness and your hashtag Stop Church Fat with Lexi.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, but it's a thing, you know what I mean? Because what do we do after a musical? We go to eat. But if it's a midnight musical and it gets over at 2 a.m. and you grubbing at Denny's, chances are you're not getting the vegan platter. Like, it's not having it. You know what I mean? So we know you've been very open about, health and fitness and stuff like that. And like, showing even like your workouts with your daughter and your family and really showing the other side to taking care of your temple.
Absolutely.
And the importance of that. Like, do you want to kind of lay into that just a little bit?
So I want to be a good steward over the body that I have. You only get one. There have been some gospel giants that we've lost because of diet and proper diet. I remember when we were doing Sunday Best, y'all know BB Winans is, he works out like crazy. He's fit and all of that. Even way back in the day when we were doing Sunday Best, there was somebody that had come and they sang real good, but they were heavy. BB said, she's not going to be able to meet the obligations. I said, BB. He said, she's not. She's going to be tired and overwhelmed because she's overweight. She's not going to be able to handle it. I said, BB, that's not. He said, it's the truth. And he said, because of what label she's going to be on, they're not buying 2 tickets because she's heavy. And so she didn't get chose based on that. Now, that wasn't nice.
Right.
But I thought about it. Your ability to have the endurance to be on stage and do a meet and greet after, and then get up in the morning to get on a plane and then be ready to go do a morning show where you have to sing at 6 a.m. Because if you're doing Good Morning America, the sound check is at 3 a.m. If you're doing Tom Joyner at the time, the sound check is at 4 a.m. So it was a lot of wear and tear on your body. And I
People
got
don't
high
realize
blood
that.
pressure. I wasn't doing well. My
Yeah.
voice was under attack. I was in the hospital after a double wards, because that's when I found out I had high blood pressure. I had a headache that wouldn't go away, and I
Yeah.
realized that I had to make better choices. So I, cut out the Cheetos and the cookies and stuff for a time, and made sure that I had enough water and veggies and stuff like that in my diet. I don't
Yeah.
think that you can ask God, give me everything, but I'm gonna treat my body like it's nothing.
What's crazy is I actually jump rope to music, to like the music that I'm about to direct, because I'm like, I gotta like throw my arms really fast on a stage, and I direct
That's
hard,
good.
and you'd be like,
Right.
when it's
A whole
over,
concert, you're drenched at the end.
done.
You gotta direct and move and pay attention. It's a lot.
It's a lot, and I'm like, and I have honestly thought, I said, like, if I were like a really big dude, I couldn't do this. Like directing, like I remember the City of Refuge album recording live was 2 hours of my arms up like this, and I was like, there's no way. Like, so I literally started jump roping and actually doing. I watched Beyonce flinging ropes and doing like this whole CrossFit thing to get ready to go on tour. I'm like, we as gospel artists, we should condition our bodies as well. I think it's important. I think it's very important, You've also been very open, and when I interviewed you getting ready for the release of It's Not Over, you were very open about your journey with therapy.
Yes.
And what that looks like. And I think that is really important, because everybody knows your glory. Everybody watches your glory. They follow you for your glory. They buy tickets to look at your glory. But most of them have no clue what your story is.
Right.
Or they have no clue what goes on in your mind when the cameras are off.
Yeah.
And so I think so if you would just, how has that been for you? How's that journey with therapy and uncovering some things that, being on stage doesn't heal?
Yeah. You have to be very sure of who you are and why you're doing what you do. Because if you are waiting on the people to give you the validation, and I love all of y'all, but they give it and they take it back. And sometimes when you need it the most, it's not there. If you don't have a new record or a new something out, you won't get as much tractions, and the voices aren't as so you've got to be really sure of who you are. And so I had to I told my husband, nothing's wrong, but something's not right. And so I got with this amazing therapist who's a believer, but she's also a mom. She also has kids, so she gets it. She's a working woman. And so she was able to say simple things like, be kind to yourself, Erica. Give yourself grace. You don't have to always be in the race. It's okay to get out of the race.
Yeah.
And as a singer, that is very difficult. When you've been at a certain pinnacle, you want to stay there. And if you watch artist after artist after artist come in the spot that you were in, and you ain't there and nowhere close, you gotta regulate.
You feel that. That's a human feeling for sure.
You go to an event and nobody asks you to sing. You feel that.
You feel that.
And so you have to realize they don't have to always call me. No one has to call my name. They don't owe me that. Be okay with just sitting sometimes.
Yes.
Be okay with someone else. You can't be number one all the time, because someone else has to have the spot. And you have to cheer them on, and you have to not be envious, and you have to not be a hater, and you have, you know what I mean? All those things. And so learning to submit to your own humility while other people are shining, celebrate people. I think it only allows you to grow and mature as an artist, but it is not easy. Allow God to renew you and restore you while you chill and while you rest and while you take moments for yourself, while you breathe and take rest. And then don't worry about it. Hey, you guys, all the comments, I see y'all talking to them. Don't worry about them. They're here. That's good enough.
What? All the what? Talking to who?
It's some negative people saying crazy stuff in the comments, and the people who love me, like I see my church members and Tammy and different ones on here. Don't even give them any attention. That's why they're here. But let them get this good message. Let them get this good Jesus.
Yeah, trust me. We don't pay attention to the people.
We rise above. We don't pay attention to that.
Absolutely. And but whoever you are, if you're on here hating, thank you, because
thank you for being here.
We appreciate you for driving the numbers up. So God bless you.
Yes.
Erica, who are you? We see once again, we see Erica, right? We see Erica Campbell. We know what she does. We watch what she does, and 98.3% of the people on here are fans of yours. But who are you when the cameras are off? Who are you when the microphone is put down the lights have been turned off in the arena, and you're in the car, and you're not handling life. You know what I mean? Like, what
Yes.
happens? Like, what scares you? What makes you laugh? What
Mm-hmm.
makes you cry? What makes you soul search and go within? You know, who is Erica Campbell?
Those are some great questions. Um, I'm a I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a child of God, I'm a wife, I'm a regular girl from Inglewood. I'm still the 6-year-old version of myself who just wanted to do this. So I'm still in awe of what God has done.
Wow.
Um, I love going to the grocery store. It is my safe place. I love to cook. I love my family. Um, what am I afraid of? Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
That's
God
big.
didn't give me a spirit of fear. He gave me power, love, and a sound mind. There are things that I may question, things I may be concerned about, but if I truly 100% believe that my life is in God's hands, I will not fail. I will not fall. I will not die before my time. I will accomplish everything I'm supposed to accomplish. The scripture I rest on is, I will live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. God is within her. She will not fail. That's literally what the scripture says. God is within me. I will not fail. So whether I don't care about somebody being negative. I don't care about a record not being great. If they don't like that song, I'll make another song. They don't like that book, I'll do another book.
I'll write another book.
All right. There's always something else. If this don't work, that will, because God promised that. And so I have to believe that. My only issue is me. I'm in competition with Erica. It's very easy for me to look at something and go, that wasn't enough. Now the world could be celebrated.
Yeah.
Wasn't enough. I literally kind of let my team have it a little bit today. I did. Lord forgive me. I owe them some flowers and some. I was a little tough on them
every
today.
Every now and
I'm
again,
a boss.
you have to kind of like reset things just a little bit.
It takes money to make money. I'm paying people. We got to make sure that we're making money, that we keep things in perspective.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Even with what's coming, the planning, the strategy, all that has to be in order.
Couldn't agree more.
I don't need people gassing me up. I know who I am when I look in the mirror. I don't need cheerleaders to tell me I'm great all day. Let's get this work done.
Let's get this work. Work harder than me.
I'm nice until I'm not. I don't like liars. I don't like fake people. I ain't Hollywood at all.
Right.
Misty was planning a birthday party for me with my husband, and she had this list, and she had all these Hollywood people who I know and I'm cool with and I see, and I call it like red carpet cool. They don't call me. I don't call them. It's no love lost. They just don't.
Right.
So she had all these names of these people that she was going to invite. I was going, they ain't coming. She was like, but y'all was so cool on the carpet. I was like, girl, that's red carpet cool. And when I see them on the carpet again, I'ma hug them again.
Yeah. Industry buddies. Industry besties.
Yeah, industry besties. We'll talk and I'm sincerely asking about your kids and your family, your music and all of that.
We ain't friends.
So,
But we ain't friends. We're not friends.
I'm Erica from Inglewood, from the West Side.
I love when you get hood. Is this Get Twan Delisha with an accent over the Leisha?
Get Twan Delisha with the accent over the Leisha. Don't play no games, please.
I remember the first time I heard you do that, I went, what just happened?
Warren always laughs when he be like,
I think you did it at a birthday party that I went to, actually.
Yeah, or whatever.
Whatever. Eric, I love that. So, as we know, this is called Real Moments.
Aww. And
so, this next question, I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm struggling to ask it. And it's only because, I'm grateful that I get to interview my friends who also happen to be celebrities. But there comes a moment when you go, whew, this is a real question. But you've been very open about it. You've talked about it in Essence. You've talked about it on Black Love. You've talked about it I'm assuming you talked about it in your book as well. And this question is actually coming from someone else. This question is, I said, what would you want to know? I said, because I know a lot about Erica already. So I'm like, what am I supposed to ask? And this person said, I want to find out what was the road to recovery from infidelity? What did that look like for her? And where is she at now with it, both mentally, spiritually, and intimately, like romantically with her husband?
Mhm.
What does that look like?
So I'll tell you right now that we're amazing. He's my best friend. I love him with every fiber of my being. I don't pick up his phone. I don't check his DMs. If I couldn't trust him, I wouldn't have stayed. Um, it was a rough patch, and partially because of both how passionate we are about our work. And, work just became this wedge in the middle. But I believe my vows. I believe he made a mistake. He wasn't a mistake. He was very honest about it. And I told him, if this is going to work, I need you to love me back to you. And he did just that. I said, if this is going to work, I need to feel every ounce of your love at every moment of the day. And because I'm a hardworking woman, over time, I was like, okay, enough. Okay.
Like, back up.
Yeah, but he did the work to put this back together, because I said I didn't break it, so I don't have to fix this. You do. And he did therapy, real conversations, and I want to please God. I can't hold anger or bitterness or anything in my heart if
Right.
I'm trying to please God.
Yeah.
I can't tell people, God, we serve a gracious, forgiving God, but I ain't forgiving that. You know what I mean?
But
We
there's some
can't
things
say,
but there's some things I won't forgive. It's like,
right. We can't say, oh, God is gonna do amazing things through everybody except you. You know what I mean? So I allowed God to do the work. I was patient. We took our time. We had accountability people around us praying with us. Bishop Omer walked with us through
love
every
it.
step of the way. And that's how you come out on the other side of it. I'm more private, so I didn't handle it the way my sister did. And
Yeah.
I just, everybody's different, and you're totally allowed to handle it
You're allowed
however
to handle it like you,
you
whatever's
handle it.
true to you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when you say for better or for worse, when it gets to the worst, do you throw it away? I know he's an amazing man. I know that without all everything in me. I knew that.
Yeah.
And when you're able to, I wasn't so concerned with what happened. I was concerned with why it happened. And so
Which
that
I
was
think,
more,
which
which
I
I
think
think
is,
is more important. And I always,
yeah.
when I talk to couples, I always say, how did you get there? Do you know how you got there? Because if you don't, you'll go there again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. And I think the why, that's actually what my comment was going to be. I think it's the what leads to this moment. You know what I mean? Like what makes a person decide this is going to be the decision that I make. You know what I mean? It's like why? You know what I mean? So I think the way that you've done that is remarkable, honestly. And you said something earlier about how, God gets to use him too. God
Yeah,
can use everybody but you. And I say this statement all the time, and it's, your enemy is God's child as well.
absolutely.
So it's kind of like you can't really pray that they don't get used. It's like, no, 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 no. That person was
Yeah.
created by God, not you.
And here's the thing. Here's what a lot of people do. You love the person that you with, but you hold anger for the other person. That ain't right either.
Right.
Because I went to the person and I told her I forgive her too. During service, we went to church together. I went and said, I forgive you. Now, I don't know how it hit her heart, but I had to make sure that I was in the right place.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times people just don't, the forgiveness journey, and whether it's relationship or a parent who has done something wrong, or a loved one, or someone that's been, violated by someone in your family, sometimes we feel justified in holding that anger for the rest of our lives. You got to get free. The only person you kill when you don't forgive is you.
It's you.
Yeah.
I tell
Forgiveness
my
is
mother
very
that all the
liberating.
time. Say it again. I'm sorry.
Forgiveness is very liberating.
It is. And I tell my mother that all the time. I'll say, you have to let that go. Because it's like, what happens is, I think it's also a sense of control that people say, if I don't forgive them, they can't control me. I get to control that. It's like, no, they actually are controlling you.
Controlling you.
Like, it's the other way around.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Like, you can't get, oh, that's right. I'm mad.
Like, no. And who
being
has
angry
time?
I'm going to tell you something that a friend of mine, who was battling cancer, stage 4, the doctor asked him something. He said, who do you need to forgive? He said, because nothing exasperates cancer in your body and makes it go faster than unforgiveness.
Wow.
Who do you need to forgive? What do you need to let go of? I'm telling you, you never know what's taking shape in your body. When you feel justified and being angry and evil and holding on to stuff, you better
Yes.
learn to let go and forgive.
You have to. You have to let it go. You know, like recently, last year, I would say, like, it was the culmination of something that I went through in 2019. And I remember being angry, slamming things down. And everything that I did was angry. And I was starting to react. And I said, wait. What someone did to me is making me cut up.
Yeah, now
It's
I'm
like, wait,
changing.
no.
I'm not even who I am.
I'm not even who I'm a shell of me because of you, and you get to go on. And I'm staying in this place. It's like, no. So I made a choice. I said, if I can forgive my daddy before he passed away, if I can forgive that brother, I can forgive anybody. You know what I mean? It's like,
and many people don't.
yes.
So I remember when me and Tina first started the Mary Mary show, we met these two sisters. They were in their 60s. I want to say like 66, 67.
Yeah.
Something like that. And they hadn't spoken in years. They both were separately watching the show. It was the episode when me and Tina were in therapy, and I was telling Tina some things don't work for me anymore. And she said they called each other. They started watching the show together and literally mended their relationship from watching the show. You never know how your journey, your honesty, your forgiveness, what it can do for other people.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Your authenticity.
Absolutely. Whether it's
Yes.
family situations, you know, some people have to go to family functions with the uncle that molested them or the aunt that molested them. That's rough. That's tough. I don't have an explanation for you, but I know having forgiveness in your heart will set you free. I don't know what it's going to do for them. But when you stand before God, and you will stand before God, you don't want that in your heart. I don't want nothing in my heart. When I stand before God, I can't say, well, she did this and they said, no.
And I'm not missing heaven for you. Like, you don't get to hurt me and send me to hell. Like, no.
Right.
No. You go to hell. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Like, that's what we're not doing. EC, what's next?
What's next? The podcast is coming.
Another job.
The single is being mastered tomorrow. It's released in May. The album is released in September. More Than Pretty Girls with Krista. It's basically going to be Krista's book. Is coming this year. So a lot.
You're busy.
I'm busy. Yeah, and I'm getting back on the road. I literally just said yes to 4 dates. So there's a Mary Mary in Ohio and Indiana, and LA, well, LA and Indiana, and then there's me in Cincinnati and a few other places. Of course, it'll be on my website, but yeah, the world is opening back up. Yay!
So you're not stopping.
For what?
Come on, if you got breath in your body and still got that voice, like, you ain't stopping, Easy.
Thank you.
My girl, you know, and as she mentioned earlier, everyone that's watching, as she mentioned earlier, she and I are on the same label. You know,
your record is being released as well.
Don't give a date. My choir doesn't know yet. I haven't told them. No, they know it's coming out. They know it's coming out, but I keep teasing them, and I will not give my choir the actual date that it's being released yet. I was like, I just want to hold it. But yes, Jason McGee and the choir, we're coming out as well this year. So it's gonna be a real strong My Block Inc. year, that's for sure.
Yes, it is definitely. Lena Bird Miles, Joy. We
going in this year, y'all. Trust me.
Sure.
Stay tuned.
There'll be a Mary Mary song. Somebody, they keep asking for Mary. I know y'all want the Marys. There will be a Mary Mary song.
Is there? Well, whoever asked that question, thank you, because that wasn't on my list. But you know, I got cue cards, right?
You do. Listen, come on, professional. I love it.
Come on, friend.
Come on, looking like Arsenio Hall. I love it with the cards and the professionalism.
That was actually my inspiration, to be honest with you.
Really? Oh, listen, I am the hugest Arsenio fan. Me and Warren, I watched the show so much. I used to go, I'm going to be on there one day. I'm going to be on there one day. Then the show went away. When the show came back, guess who was on the show?
Come on. I
was like, Lord, you brought the show back because you promised me that I was
just for me.
For me.
EC.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're
welcome. Being on tonight. Before I let you go, I do have a flash round that I play with all of my guests.
You didn't ask me everything.
No, I have not.
Oh, Lord.
These are not overly personal, but you do have to answer the very first thing that comes to your mind, all right?
Okay.
You want to play? You cool?
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay.
All right. For $10 million, would you rather sleep in the wilderness for 4 years or serve one term as president?
Serve one term as president.
Of course. If you could choose the perfect scenario, would you rather A, be stuck on a deserted island with your biggest crush, B, the lead role in a blockbuster film, C, a diamond-selling album, or D, be in your current physical shape for the rest of your life?
A diamond album.
Yeah,
10 million sold?
I said the same thing. I said because then I'll get the lead in the blockbuster film because I got a diamond-selling album. Like
right, of course.
Everybody wants you then.
Right.
If you were offered free cosmetic surgery, what would it be?
They can have some of this fat, child. I wouldn't add nothing to it. They could take a little bit off the left. And I promised the Lord a long time ago, Lord, if you give me beautiful legs, I promise I won't dress like Beyonce on Sunday mornings. I don't know about Saturday night, but Sunday morning, make sure that I'm appropriately dressed. But you let this body get the way I want it.
But Sunday at noon.
Listen, me and Warren gonna be locked in a room somewhere. You won't see us for a while.
Come on, no more kids.
No more kids, just blessing each other.
Just blessing each other.
Hallelujah.
Underfall in the bed. Greatest singer of all time. You only get one.
Marvin Winans.
Okay, that's a good one.
Marvin Winans.
If you were the last human on the planet, would you rather have A, a knife, B, a lighter, or C, a blanket?
A lighter.
Really?
Yeah.
What happens when it goes out?
It's not gonna go out.
I mean, it's the lighter from heaven. I mean, of course.
It's a lighter from heaven. It's Jesus' lighter.
Jesus' lighter. Thanks, Jesus.
I won't need a blanket because I have my fire. I'm a bit of a firebug. My husband always thought I was gonna burn up our house when we first got married.
You might want to check that stove. You were cooking earlier a little fast. Last question, friend. Oh, two more. I'm sorry. These are flash round, but it's not going very flashy. But you find a large duffel bag full of money. What's your next move?
Pay my tithes and say thank you, Jesus.
I'm so saved. You so saved. Huh?
I'll pay my tithes and then I'll say thank you, Lord.
Because I'm keeping it. Amen? And amen again. Last question. If you're using the bathroom at a friend's house, if you're using the bathroom at a party and you clog the toilet, do you make a run for it or do you tell the host?
No, you figure out how to flush that toilet. Don't you leave that bathroom.
I would run.
Flush that toilet.
I would leave. I'd be like, uh-oh.
No, you better figure out how to flush that toilet.
Oops. Erica Campbell, thank you.
You are welcome.
More than just doing the interview tonight, for being a woman of integrity, for when things didn't go so great in the beginning, you owned it, you jumped on, and you were like, let's do it right now. And I appreciate you more than you will ever know. Thank you for always being such a light and always being so gracious and so kind, and for it being actually real, actually who you are. I've gotten the opportunity to spend personal time with you, and you're this woman that I'm talking to right now in front of everyone. You're the same woman who calls me when something comes out. You're the same woman who I sat at Wakena with and had just a real conversation with. You're the same person. Yeah. You've always been the same, and I'm grateful for you. I thank you, and I pray that God gives you like all the desires of your heart, and even the ones you didn't even pray for. Aww. So thank you, friend.
You are welcome. I love you, Jason.
I love you, Erica Campbell.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. And thank you, everyone, for watching tonight. Please join me every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. God bless y'all. See you next week.